Hey guys, and welcome back to another Axel 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another inch and I'm here with Jake Morgan. Jake, first of all mate, how are we doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on the channel today, and am I right in saying you're a 25-year-old super bantamweight who's 3-1?
Yep, that's right, man.
Amazing. Well, I'll start with the question which I always like to start off with. Why did you start boxing?
Well, I started boxing is because when I was about 8, 9, my dad brought me just down the gym, and it was something to do at first, and then, do you know what I mean, as it went on, just found out we were fighting, do you know what I mean? He did it when he was younger. Obviously, I've got my brother, he does it as well. Continue down the line, really, that's it.
Of course, indeed. And is it nice to kind of have that support, especially from your parents as well? You don't always see parents so supportive of their sons in fighting sports. Is it nice to have that though?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Especially, do you know what I mean? Not only it's just the dads wanting it, and sometimes, but do you know, my mum's 100% behind us. The whole family really. They all love it. No one's against it. So I know you can get families that are a bit against fighting, but you know what I mean. They're all 100% behind us, which makes it easier on us as well.
Most definitely. And do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
My first amateur fight, yeah, I lost my first one. But I think it was like, it was on my birthday as well, if I remember it.
Right.
Because, yeah, you're allowed to fight at 11, if I remember. Yeah, so I fought on my birthday, and yeah, went out there. Obviously, you don't know what to expect. And I think the other kid already had a few fights, so yeah, we lost that one. But after we came back winning a few.
Of course, indeed. And so, what would you say was your biggest achievement from the amateurs?
Biggest achievement? I feel like my biggest achievement is winning the Central England belt at bantamweight. I've done obviously won the Midlands Champions a couple of times, got through to semi-finals, all that stuff. But yeah, I'd say that was my biggest one.
Indeed. And I mean, you touched upon your brother fighting as well, and especially coming up through the kind of younger ranks when you were a bit younger. Was there any kind of much competition between you two, and have you had some good competitive spars as well?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, it's more now that obviously he's growing more into a man now. Obviously, when we was younger, obviously he was a lot smaller than me and that. But now we're having more competitive spars and that. We always push each other on and that. Do you know what I mean? We don't go. You think, oh, your brother might get light on him, but no, we always push each other to the limits and that.
That's amazing. And so, what was the kind of reasoning behind why you turned professional when you did?
Well, we was always looking to go, but what kind of sped the process up was COVID, really, because obviously all that happened, and with amateurs there was nothing to do, and they were just waiting about. So, but we may as well take the leap now, and do you know what I mean? See how far we can get, see what we can do. And do you know what I mean? We've been doing it for years and years. We may as well see what we can do out of it.
Indeed. And I mean, so far you've managed to rack up 3 victories, and so out of them, which one would you say you've performed your best in?
It would probably be my last one, just because the one before that obviously is the one I lost. Obviously I went down a weight too much in that, and I was a bit older day, but it kind of taught me a lesson, and then, do you know what I mean, it kind of kicked me back up. I went up to my non-weight super bantam, and I felt loads of energy, do you know what I mean? I could just carry on going. So yeah, probably my last one.
No, that's good to hear. And would you say that this weight is the weight which you're going to be wanting to progress at for the future?
Oh yeah, super bantam, yeah. Anything below that, I feel like my power starts to go. Do you know what I mean? The energy starts to drop. So yeah, I think this is the perfect weight for us now. It's because it was same in amateurs. Was always stuck between weights in amateurs. We didn't know if to go up because it was that kind of weight where if you go up, then you're a bit too light for the weight. If you go down, you start draining yourself. But super bantam seems to be perfect for us now.
Good to hear. And so, what would you say currently in boxing is your main motivation for the sport?
Probably. I mean, firstly, obviously, I'm a competitive person. I want to see what I can do, how far I can get. But my family as well. Do you know what I mean? I've got a daughter. I've got another kid on the way, and I kind of want to do it for them as well. Show them like what I can do, and I'll be more of a role model for them.
No, indeed, that's amazing. Is it important for you to leave that kind of legacy and have that as something that they can look up to?
Oh yeah, 100%. Do you know what I mean? I want them to look when they're older, when they can understand a bit more. I want to look at me and go, "Do you know what I mean? They did that. That's my dad."
Yeah, I'm sure they will. And so, for your career, do you have a possible date of when you might be fighting again?
Well, I've been talking, and we're looking at hopefully around February time next year. Just because obviously with me and my brother home shows and that, we sell tickets to the same people, so you know what I mean. We're on and off with each other. He goes for a show, he sells the tickets. We'll give it a bit of time, then we'll go my turn. But I'm looking to have some away fights as well when the opportunity comes. Do you know what I mean? If someone calls, I want to be ready. Do you know what I mean? I'm ready for the fights.
Indeed, of course. That's good to hear. And so, what would you say, I suppose, to anybody who's maybe not watched you fight before, makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
I'll say me, I'm quite. You get a lot of boxers these days. They like to be on the back foot and that. Do you know, take the time. Do you know what I mean? I like to be aggressive. I like to put on a show for people as well. That's it. Do you know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, it's putting on a show for the fans and that. So that's what I want to bring to people.
No, amazing. And I suppose with the kind of current state of the world and the fact that tickets they're expensive as well to buy, how important is it to put on them entertaining shows for the fans?
Oh, 100%. Do you know what I mean? Because like obviously with inflation, all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? The tickets aren't cheap now, and to put on a show ain't cheap or anything. So for them people, all them fans to actually pay and turn up, you don't want to give them something disappointing. You want to enjoy the night and have the most out of it, make that money's worth. So mad important. And do you know what I mean? If it weren't for obviously all them buying tickets, then there'd be no point to it.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, of course. And so, for the future, looking ahead, how far do you believe you can go?
Well, me, mate, do you know what I mean? I'm looking to go as far as I can. What I like to do, mate, is I don't look far in the future. I set myself little goals, which build up to those big goals. So, you know what I mean? We'll look at Midlands first. I just want to get there, and then after we'll go further and further. Do you know, like England, British, see what we can do. But I like to set the little goals first up, reaching to the big goals.
Yeah, I like that step by step. And hypothetically, in the future, this question: if there was ever a time where you and your brother's paths crossed and there was a fight to be made there, would that ever happen?
No. The thing, I mean, I couldn't see it happening. We're mad two different ways. You know, he's super fly, I'm super bantam. I could never make his way. I don't know. He's this slim build. If I got that, I think I'd be dying. But no, it's brotherly love, innit? Do you know what I mean? We'll spar each other, we'll bring each other on, but I don't think we'd ever compete against each other like that.
No, of course. Yeah, that's normally the kind of answer you get if you ask brothers like that. But for the kind of future as well, I suppose, is there any kind of dream venue that you'd like to headline?
Well, there's a few. Do you know what I mean? We've got obviously the O2 Arena. Do you know what I mean? That's a good one. If you're talking about the UK,
Yeah,
obviously Madison Square Garden, you know, the history behind it. Obviously, Las Vegas, if it ever gets there, you know, everyone's having parties in Las Vegas these days, all the big fighters. So yeah.
Indeed, no, that's good to hear. And so I'll leave with this final question, which I always like to ask. You got a little bit of a platform here. Is there anything that you'd like to shout out?
So yeah, I'll shout out obviously our page, the Morgan Brothers, where you can see what's going on, and obviously one of our main sponsors who, without him, we won't be able to help pay for medicals and all that. Spraymasters UK.
Amazing, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for doing this, Jake. It's been a pleasure to have you on today.
No problem. It's been a pleasure, mate.
Lovely stuff. And so if you're on your around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like video, and thanks.